Hey, good day everyone. Yeah, it's me, Sonia from the Evangelist Network. Well, yeah. So today I am here to talk about children and love. I mean, maybe for some of you to be like, yeah, children, love. Of course, it's normal to love a child, but I'm just going to talk about some, let's say, deep aspects of this, or maybe for some people, the surface. And it's going to be like a short video, so I'm not going to talk for long. So stay tuned. I will start with Genesis chapter 33 verse 5. This was talking about when Esau and Jacob, they were to meet each other again after a whole long years. And then Esau lifted up his eyes and saw the women and children and said, who are this with thee? And he said, the children which God has graciously given to thy servant. So the children which God has graciously given to thy servant. And then I will skip quickly to Genesis chapter 18 verse 10, which says, take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones, for I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. So I'm going to talk about children and love. And when I say love, I mean, when the woman or when the family welcomes a child, it's normal that they be like, oh, this child, oh, this or that. But once a child is growing up, especially female children, male too, but I mean, especially female children, like they'll be like, oh, this is my child, or this or that, and all this stuff. But when the child is growing up, this love for the child, does it continue, or it just ends at a certain stage? I mean, of course it's normal for everyone to love a child, but I'm talking about this supernatural love that you will so love your child that your child will actually not make mistakes outside. Because the things that I do experience or that I see recently, or yeah, that the reason why some girls go through deep breakup or heartbreak, or they find it difficult letting go. I'm talking from experience. They find it difficult letting go of someone is because the person has showered them with so much love, like what they thought it was love. The person has showered them with so much that it's now very difficult to let go of the person because they didn't get this at home. Because for a girl that has date nights with her daddy, a girl that is like, she'll be like, I'm Papa's child, will not settle for any kind of guy. You understand? Anybody that doesn't give him or her the kind of love that the father or the mother has planted inside of them, they wouldn't, like, whatever the person does, whatever the person do, they would not like try to settle for the little that they get. So what I'm trying to say is that we should shower our children with love. Of course, you say, yeah, I haven't given birth yet, I don't have a child, but since you don't have a child, it would be very good for you to practice this on yourself. We are all a work in progress. I am also a work in progress. It is good to practice this love, this supernatural love that God has given to us. Or it is good to practice this to yourself first, and then you can extend it to your children. You can extend it to your seed. But as for you that has a child, make sure you invest so much love in this child that the child will be so used to, my mom loves me, like that the child will know what love is. I mean, it's not just love doesn't mean you buying gifts and doing this and doing that. Sometimes talking to a child, like I do try to teach my children from church, like I do try to sit them down and then we talk about some certain issues, and then they tell me a lot of stuff. Like they tell me, this is happening, okay, I will ask them, so what do we do now? And I talk to them and I tell them, no matter what, just know that I love you. If you have anything, if there's any issues in school or whatever, you can talk to me. If a child can win your trust, the child will not hide anything from you. Most of the mistakes that some of our African parents made was that they only thought through flogging or beating a child you can instill love, but you are instilling fear, and this doesn't make a child to trust you. It will not make the child now tell you everything, because if the child knows that you're going to beat him or her, like, let me just keep this to myself, like, let me keep this to myself. But when you invest so much love and you win the trust of your own child, nothing will be impossible. Like, they will literally tell you everything, and then you can also advise them, and then they can take your advice. If your child is scared to tell you anything, then you can also advise the child. Instead of them telling you, they put, or they like trust friends outside or their classmates, and most times they can be easily misled. Yeah. And if for example that you train your child in the way it should go, like, you speak to your child not just in the level of, yeah, I am the mom, you are the child, but you can come down to their level and try to communicate with them and try to understand from which aspects they are coming from. I think it's going to be very easy for us. So let's all try to shower so much love on our children. Let's try to be cool with them, like to be their friends. I really enjoy talking to the children from my church. Like, I really enjoy talking to them. It's an amazing time with these children, and you can actually learn a lot, because they say so much. Even the things that you don't expect, they say so much, and I'll be like, wow, so this child has so much wisdom like this. And so another point I want to also talk about is be careful the kind of people that you allow into your home. It's very important. If you notice any changes in your child, or if you notice any changes in your children, the female or the male, you have to sit them down and talk to them. Let them win their trust. Actually, you win their trust, and then they can tell you everything. And do not allow just anybody into your home. The life of your child matters a lot. Or mothers, you giving your child to neighbors and telling them, yeah, help me to look at my girl, or help me to look at my guy. Do you trust these people? Can you swear with your life that these people, that you trust them to the bone, like you trust them so much? So be careful, and most of all, be very prayerful. It's very important. The things that our hands cannot reach, or the things that our eyes cannot see, prayer goes beyond that. And so prayer protects our children from a lot of nonsense, because this word is really wicked. I'm telling you, it is wicked. So protect your child. Be careful who you allow into your home. Be careful who you speak to concerning your child. Not everybody has good stuff in mind concerning other people. Not everybody. Even devils go to church. Demons are in church. Demons go to church. Exactly. So it's not everybody that you would tell, oh, my child is going through this, or my child is going through that, or my child is the most intelligent, or this. No, there is an adage in my language that says, if your yam is white, if your yam is white, you close it with your hands so that the water doesn't pour sand into it. So if your child is brilliant, talk to God and say, Father, I thank you that my child is brilliant. I thank you for this, I thank you for that. But do not expose your child. Do not expose your child to this wicked word with your mouth. Do not expose your child. If anything is going on at home, you have your Heavenly Father to speak with. Talk to God about it. Talk to your husband or your wife. Sit your children down and try to talk to them. They understand. Trust me, they do, because I know from teaching, they do understand. When you can get to their level and explain things to them, they absolutely understand what you're trying to say. And there are lots of children that will not want to put their parents to shame. So this is just like a short video to encourage you this week that no matter what you do, if you're single, put your hands in your womb, in your stomach, and preach and speak to your seed. Speak to them even before they come. And if you still have children, or if you just give birth to children, or you are a new mom, or you are a mom or a dad, just talk to God about your children. But most of all, shower them with the love that they need. Just like God showering us with His supernatural love, you shower your children with the love that they need. Seek out time to go out with these children. Look for time to sit with them and discuss, even if it's playing. I know some people might be like, yeah, I'm not a child, I don't want to play. But most of the time people say I'm childish because I try to like relate to children on their level. Like I try to go down and play with them and do all stuff. Through this, you win their trust, and they be like, if I have any issues, I can always run to my mom, I can always run to my dad. And then secondly, be careful who you allow into your home. It's very important. Protect your heart, protect your home, protect your children, because the devil is fighting against families. Protect your children, pray for your children, pray for your husband, pray for yourself, pray for your home, and ask the grace of God to guide your home, to be a fire around your home, and the devil cannot and will not get into your home in Jesus' name. So this is just a short video from me today. I hope I bless someone. Stay blessed, and yeah, have a nice week, and God bless you.